This is the PestXperience Show.
Right. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever state, whatever city, whatever country that you are listening to me from. My name is Shofu Babalola Theophilus, SB for short. And you know what we do here? We talk about pest control, also different strategies that we can put to benefit your own business. And we cut across different states, different city, different country, and different cities. But right now, like we talked about, the first episode of the Pest Experience Show, Dr. Phil Kohler from the urban entomologist and urban entomologist from the University of Florida, and we brought in someone last week also who is a client in the pest control industry who was here to talk about the perspective of clients in terms of pest control. And right now we are back to Nigeria to bring an amazing person, a wonderful person, and the CEO of Chi-Kleen, Chi-Kleen Professional Services. I call them the Chick International, the people behind the professional cleaning service in Lagos. The beautiful woman with the beautiful face and the beautiful smile, right on her. Right now, beside me, live at the studio tonight, I have Miss Chimanda, right? Of the CEO of Chi-Kleen. So, would you like to introduce yourself to our people and to the audience right now?
Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope we're all doing great. Compliments of the season. My name is Stacey Chimdia, but so many people know me as Chi. Chi, which is also the name of our brand, Chi-Kleen. So the Chi actually came from my name. It's a pleasure to be here, and I hope this session is going to be disruptive. And I do hope that a lot of people are going to learn so much from this.
Amazing. I am also like right here. Every of my session on the pest experience, I'm always in my jotter. So I'm here to jot things down. Like you said, the session is going to be disruptive. As the topic says how to self-disrupt and digitally transform a business. We know you as a professional cleaner and one of the most renowned cleaning company in Lagos. In Lagos, and apparently you've had over, okay. So we have people already on the chat box watching from Worry. Classic Easy, amazing. Thank you for joining. So if you're listening on the radio, you're listening on insightradio.net, or you're watching us directly on YouTube, all I need you to do is go to the chat box, sign in with your name, and let us know. We're going to give you a quick shout out. I'll give you a quick shout out for your brand, and lucky you get a quick shout out here. But right now we have Chi-Kleen here. Like I said, they have 4 good years experience in the cleaning industry. So now we're talking about how were you able to come up first, the history of Chi-Kleen. It's best experience, so we need to talk about your experience in the industry. How were you able to come up with Chi-Kleen all of a sudden, 4 years? Just like yesterday,
Uh,
right?
it does seem like just like yesterday, how time flies. Sometimes I sit down and I think of it, I'm like, that was just
Exactly.
yesterday. So Chi-Kleen started October 1st, 2020. Back then, I remember I was working with Pepsi 7-Up bottling company. So during the COVID, we had
Wow.
this work from home, stay at home thing going on. So at some point, I was like, they started laying off people though, and I just felt like it was time to finally find something, do something. And I always felt like, I'm not meant to be in the 9 to 5, that I should find my place as an entrepreneur. So I decided to use that opportunity to search
Mm.
for where I wanted to be. And I searched for solutions I could give people in the society, and I came up with cleaning. I did my research and I started writing my
Wow.
business plan. It took me like 6, 7 months to write my business plan and do my research. And finally, October 1st, 2020, we commenced Chi-Kleen. So
Wow.
our first month was, yeah, our first month was just, it was just okay, but it was promising. So from there and consistently, we've built and repackaged ourselves, and here we are today.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, you transitioned from Pepsi down to cleaning service, and I think COVID actually brought up a lot of business. That COVID was a
Oh yes.
blessing, kind of. Most people say I started my business during COVID. I think
Mm,
it really exposed a lot of people ideas like in-depth
yeah.
because they had time to themselves.
Yes,
Wow,
you
that's
actually
quite amazing. Yes.
see companies commenced during COVID or immediately after COVID. Because there was this huge need for deep cleaning, disinfection. So many people were looking
Yes, that's
for things
true.
like that. Yeah. So
Wow. So first thing I'm going to get from this training from this session now is that you saw an opportunity, then you quickly took an advantage of that, then you learned something, how to do your research, carry out research, and you started the business. But now, over the years, I've noticed Chi-Kleen, personally, I've noticed Chi-Kleen grow. And if I go through some of your platforms, I mean, I see your face every single where on that platform on your IG accounts and doing fantastic stuff there. So now, how has this digital era helped the cleaning industry, like your own industry now? How has it helped you grow? Or what do you see about digital transformation in that aspect?
okay, so honestly, to tell you the truth, I feel like if we didn't have that digital marketing going for us, we would not have gotten to where we are right now. It
Hmm.
has actually given us the opportunity to get a lot more visibility and a lot more clientele than we would ever have had. I know of so
Hmm.
many cleaning companies in the past. Of course, there are so many people who has been running cleaning companies in the past, but so many
Yes,
of them you don't know them. I don't even know them because they are
true.
restricted to physical marketing. But then with physical
Hmm.
marketing, you're limited in your coverage. You're limited to the number of people that can see or patronize you. But with digital marketing, with the way we've been marketing online, it has given us a lot more visibility, it has given us a lot more opportunities. We are now able to see clientels and get clientels that are even outside the areas, our areas of coverage. We get
That you
clients
serve.
like outside Lagos even, which we refer to our trainees and our other people that we mentor. So that marketing, the digital marketing has really enhanced the way, the way we market. It has really enhanced the way we capture clients, the way we captivate our clients, and I think it's been a blessing for our sector. It's really been a huge blessing for our sector.
That's a very good one because even me personally, yeah, I'm a pest control operator and embracing digital marketing, even your website, having a standard website speaks for your brand 100%. I mean, if you have a website, anybody anywhere can get connected to you. And looking at the way the industry works right now, even not even just cleaning or pest control industry, global sector, how they work right now, you need to be online, and that's something that you also need to tackle. You also need to implement in your process. So you talked about trainees now. So I want to get that part as aspect exactly. Do you offer training service, something like that?
Oh, yes, we do. We do have training programs. We train 4 times in a year.
Amazing.
Um, Yes, we already have our training schedule for 2024 out. So we train people and we mentor them, people who want to get into the cleaning business. I realized that when I started Chi-Kleen back in 2020, I didn't have any kind of training at all. And that was because I didn't know that I actually needed training. But when I went
Hmm.
in and I made so many mistakes, using the wrong chemical, using the wrong getting into,
Hmm.
getting into
Oh my
different kinds
god.
of
You learn the
problems.
hard way.
I was so many then from error, and honestly, it
Wow.
was not funny. At the point I wanted
Hmm.
to give up, but that was
My
when I
goodness.
started. After I learned all these things from trial and error, I now realize that there are so many people like me who are coming into our sector, but they don't have training. They don't know all these things that I'm
Yeah.
experiencing. So now we're giving people the opportunity to come in, do a training with us, and then it gives you an insight as to what to expect, how to handle
Mm,
risk, what kind of risk you're going to be encountering in the business. We prepare you. At the end of the training,
mm.
sometimes at the end of the training, some people will be like, you know what, I don't think this is for me. It happens. End of a
Nitty-gritty
training,
of
if we
cleaning.
yeah, if we train like 20, 30 people, at the end of the day, you see like 10 of them will be like, this thing is a lot more
I feel
complicated
like
than I
saying,
thought.
when
Yeah,
they see your page and they see how you do it, they'll be
they
like,
think it's easy.
so there's money in this. You think it's easy? They say,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. They don't know.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
They didn't inform them. Yes. So that's
They
the
didn't
essence of the whole thing.
Wow. So speaking about training now, if you're going to go back into if you don't train who is going to go into cleaning service, how would you train that person to personally self-destruct, like the topic stand, self-destruct, and also like digitally transform their business, like cleaning service business? How can they take over? How can they build up their own structure? Because I've seen you talk about business structure. There's some posts that you put on your account and you talk about business structure, some of your mistakes. Those are the things. So, how can you recommend? What are your recommendations to someone, a newbie who is just starting?
Okay. So during our training, a lot of people think that they're just coming to learn of how to use machines and how to use what
Mm,
chemical for what and all that. But I usually tell people that knowing how to clean is actually the easy part. Me telling you you can use this machine for this and you can use this chemical for this is actually the easy part. And that's like 30% of our training. Now, 70% of what we do during training is actually the business
mm.
part, the marketing part. Because the mistake a lot of people make in Nigeria is that first of all, they would try to market a service like a product. I don't know if you understand what I mean. You cannot market a product the same way
Yes,
you market a
a product
service.
activity, market the service.
So,
Yes,
yes, product marketing and service marketing are two different things. So,
they're
if you're trying
totally
to market
different.
our business, which is a service business, as a product, it's not going to work out for you. A lot of people make that
True.
mistake. So, during training, we teach them that there's product marketing and then there's service marketing. If you're trying to tell somebody,
100.
come and buy this pure water, it's 100 naira, it's different from come and clean with us, it's 100 naira. It's different.
Exactly.
You have to do
Exactly.
a different kind of strategy. Now, we also teach them that social media is very important. Digital marketing is part of social media, is a huge part of digital marketing. And we also teach them how
Yes.
important, because we have so many people who come and say, I'm not an online person. I'm not an online person. I don't even post pictures. I don't post videos. I'm not an online person. So usually I tell people, well, you have to choose between being an online person and not making money.
I'll
So
sell your
choose
business.
between I'm not an online person and I want to make money. So if you're starting a business right now, in fact, not just in Nigeria, anywhere in the world, you must be an online person. You must be an online person because
100%.
it makes a huge deal of a difference. It is very key. It makes a
Exactly.
big deal of. So during the training, we teach them how to market as a service, because everybody knows how to market a product, but how to market a service is very difficult for people. So we teach them strategies that they could use to market their service. We teach them the channels, there are avenues and channels that you should be utilizing when you're marketing your service. Social media accounts, of course, are very
Yes.
key, but you also need, as I said, you also need your website, you
Yes.
also need
Yes.
other things, your Google map account and all that set up to aid your digital presence. So all these things we also teach our trainees, and yeah, those of them who do it the way we've taught them and put their consistency and energy into it, they do really well. But for those people who are still, I'm not a social media person, they find it a bit tough. They find it a bit tough.
Well, I have a perfect solution for people like that. I consult with pest control and cleaning service company and also design websites for them. So if you can't do it yourself, bring it to me. I will help you do it. Exactly. So we have a brand. It's called Shofubi Solutions Limited. You can check us
Okay, that's very
on Instagram, or you can check our website at shofubisolutions.com. So results, I teach also digital marketing, teach your staff training on digital marketing, right? So speaking about utilizing social media to be able to generate clients, there's a difference between when you have an account and when you have posts on your account. Then when you now run ads on that post to be able to get clients, some people make this huge mistake of posting on their account every single time. In fact, but they are not getting results. What exactly would you recommend to someone like that who just create an account and they just leave it like that? Is it a good idea? Is it a good way to start? Passing as a newbie, someone who is just listening now, and it's okay, social media, the person just open an account and just keep posting. What type of content would be able to transform the person's service, and how can the person generate clients online?
okay. So I've seen so many people who do that, and
Mm,
when I see some people that comes to train with us, I usually go through their page and I check the mistakes they are
amazing.
doing. Tell them, and most of them are making this exact mistake that you're talking about. People usually think, Shebi, I should just do digital marketing. Shebi, they said digital marketing is okay. Let me just post pictures, and I should be
Mm.
able to get clients with that. But it's a lot more than that. So, first of all, I usually tell so many people that graphic designs does not do anything for you, especially if you're in the service business.
100%.
I find so many people using graphic designs. Like these people making graphic designs are making a lot of money. I find so many
I'm telling you.
flyers, come and clean, we can clean, call
or,
this
or maybe they
number
should
for
put
your
in
cleaning. And
tips,
yeah,
5 tips on how to clean your back of the chair.
yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I see these
Now you're
things, and
shaking
then
tables. Okay.
some of them people do funny things like taking a white person's picture. They don't even make it a black person or
Exactly.
a customized
Exactly.
photo. They take a white person's
Hmm.
picture to advertise, and it
Hmm.
even makes the person look like a scam because
100%. 100%.
yes, because
100%.
there is no
People will not
personality
trust.
in
People will not trust them easily at all.
exactly. Exactly, because it's like dead on arrival. There's no personality. There's nothing
That's the
to
perfect
attract
word.
people. So I usually tell everyone that if you want to get clients from your social media account, if you want to self-disrupt, the internet, the social media space, the digital marketing space with your service business, you have to learn how to make content that connects with your audience. I am not a huge fan of
Content
posting
that connect.
with
Amazing.
your audience. Yes. So I'm not a huge fan of posting pictures. If you check our page, we rarely post pictures. Even if we post pictures, we always follow up with a video or a reel or something. So I always tell everyone, make sure when making a content, try to make as much reels, as much videos as possible. On Instagram, we have Instagram reels. Okay, so Instagram reels are highly recommended for everyone. Make videos. I think for me, videos has always worked a lot. Our clients always love to watch our videos. It's a way for them to experience our service. Remember what I told you about
True.
marketing a product and then marketing a service.
Your
So when you're
service.
marketing
It's totally
a
true.
product, somebody will look at this and say, oh, this is nice, I like it. This shoe is nice, I like it, I want to buy it. But then when you're marketing a service, people need to experience your service. And how do they
Hmm.
experience it? From the videos you make. So that
Hmm.
video, you're using that video, that Instagram reel, to create an experience for your audience.
For
They
your audience
cannot see it.
already.
Yes, they cannot
Hmm.
see, but they can experience you. And another thing is those videos helps you to make an emotional connection. If you're just posting
Hmm.
pictures, just putting anyhow of content out there, you're not going to be getting an emotional connection. One thing about Nigerians is that we're very emotional people. We are very, very emotional. So
They buy
marketing
on
something
based on emotion.
to Nigerian, yes.
Hmm.
Marketing something to a Nigerian is all about getting their emotions. For someone to patronize you,
Hmm.
they have to like you first. Then when they like you, it's only a matter of time before they start telling you this thing you are selling, I want to buy you. Do you understand? So you
Hmm.
have to
100.
connect with your audience. You have to emotionally get your audience to attach to you. So many times we have clients that started following us like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but they didn't start patronizing us then. No. They just started following because they like our content, they like the videos that we make. Some of them say, oh, they just like to see me, the way I dress, the way I talk, and all that. They just find it funny, or we just put out content that entertains them. Some of them is just entertainment. But we are getting them
Exactly.
to emotionally attached to us, and it's just a matter of time before they say, okay, let me patronize this person. So for someone who is new, I advise, make a lot of videos, and don't just go out there and take any kind of video and put out there on your page. You have to think about the kind of content you're sending out. Who is it targeting? What do I want to achieve with this content before you actually put the content out? So less graphic designs, more of videos. And of course, when you make these videos and you post them, also try and run your ads. Running ads is amazing. Like if you're not running ads, it's going to be tough for you. Running ads makes all the difference. Running ads gives you a lot more visibility than just posting would. So running ads is a huge win secret for so many of us. If you're not running ads, getting clients is not going to be very fun. You only find out you'll be working like once or twice a month. So I know so many people don't have the money to run ads, and it's quite unfortunate. And I know so many people also don't know how to do it by themselves. Um, so I just hope that you also provide that service for them to teach them
Yes.
how to take things like that. Yes, because is a
Yeah.
really big um, help for anyone's business. If you have a business online now, you need to run ads to make a difference. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. So we have people commenting down on YouTube right now. Somebody's saying, I'm here for my mentor.
Oh,
Was
that's a
Richard.
me. Hi, Favor. Favor. I
Okay.
see so many people here, and I can see
Amazing.
so many of our trainees here. Yeah. Hi, Favor.
Amazing.
So she was in
Amazing.
our training session last year, 2023. I'm super proud of her. She's doing very well. I just referred her a client
Wow.
about 2 days ago, and she did a very good job. Like, Favor, well done.
That's
I'm glad you're
that's
here. And
amazing. Favor, that's a quick
hi.
shout out for you. Amazing, amazing. Richard Pine, if I did pronounce that already. Let me
Yeah.
see
He's
our
also my
radio station.
customer.
So
Oh,
insightradio.net.
hi. Girl.
Amazing. That's good.
Yeah. I
So we
see
also
so
have
many of
different here. We
us.
have Silos Joku, we have Chioma, we have Nisom. So on the chat box on Inside Radio. We also have Phillips Joku. He said, I'm here. Amazing. I can
Oh,
see you
oh,
on
that's my
InsideRadio.net
mom.
chat box.
My mom.
Please
This is my mom and our GM as
following
well.
Chi-Kleen. You guys have questions. Some people have been. Oh, amazing, amazing. We also have everybody's just commenting now. I really can't take everybody's commenting. Okay, so
Doing great.
I'm sure a lot of people have questions at this point. At Extreme Grace Cleaning Service, that's a very good one. Thank you for joining. At this point, I'm sure a lot of people have questions for Clean. And right now, I'm going to be releasing phone lines to call in on the show for your questions, real and quick, sharp, sharp. The phone lines to call is 090 178 27767. If you have any question based on what I said earlier on, but there is still more to talk about. There is still very, very lot of things that we need to talk about here. See that data is it Meti? So Chi-Kleen is absolutely hardworking and
Yeah.
shares knowledge unselfishly. Amazing. Let me put that up
She's
straight
also
up.
a
That's
trainee.
that's a very good comment.
Hi, Messi. Thank you for joining. I can see so
That's
many of our traders here.
uh, they, they've been well fed. That's why. That's amazing.
Yes,
That's amazing.
we're like
And
family
I can
here.
feel the energy. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Obviously, actually, this is like a family already. All right. So you
yes, it
talked about
is.
building up. You talked about something that relates with personal branding. That if the clients do not if they don't trust you, they can't buy from you, and that goes into the aspect of personal branding. But I want you to like really talk about that because so far people would patronize Chi-Kleen because of the chi behind the clean. You get it? People patronize you because of you. Exactly. So now, how have you been able to pull out your presence on your social media accounts, like you said, and to be able to generate clients based on your own?
Hello.
Yes,
Hi,
I'm
sir.
with you. I can hear you now.
Yes, there was a break. Can I get your
Okay.
question
So
again?
okay. So my question was like, how have you been able to build up your own personality, like your own personal self, and generate clients, build up trust with your on your own personal branding as the CEO of Chi-Kleen?
Okay, so I found out that there are so many businesses out there on social media where the CEOs of their business they like to stay behind the scene. They rather just put content out there, not have themselves out there due to privacy. But then I found out that those people find it difficult trusting them because they don't know the face behind the brand. But when you bring out yourself,
Hmm.
like I do, talk about your business, talk about yourself, you're not just making people emotionally attached to your brand, they're also getting emotionally attached to you. Like I said before, so many times people patronize us because they like me as a person. Of course, there will also be the guys that like me now because I'm a fine baby, you know.
Don't let us go there.
But then,
No, don't let us go there.
okay, then of course
Oh
there
my
is that.
goodness.
But then you also see so many mothers, so many friends. I've actually made a lot of friends from
True.
clients who just likes me as a person, and
Wow.
some of them we have a
Wow.
lot in common. And even after we've worked with them, we just have our own little, occasional hangouts and all that. So it's privacy is good, like keeping yourself away from your business and having your own private life and then having your own business away from yourself is all good and nice, but the thing is it will be difficult for your clients to emotionally attach to you. But when I come out,
Hmm.
talk about my brand, talk about my struggles, so many of our clients even go to read updates that I put out there for cleaners. There are some updates I put out there for cleaningpreneurs, but so many clients go to read them, and they come and tell me,
Wow.
"Oh, we want to look for cleaning. We read this, and I just liked you, something like that." So it draws them close. Just
Hmm.
seeing my face, me talking to them, they feel like, okay, I'm interacting one on one with this person. They don't feel like they're just talking
Exactly.
to somebody, a hidden face that they don't know behind the
Hmm.
DM. They feel like I know this person and
Exactly.
I want to work with this person. So it makes a huge difference. It makes them to trust me. So many of our clients, they don't have any problems paying 100% payment for their service, even when we've not met at all. Many of our clients just pay 100% payment, even drop off their keys with their security, just do your thing and go, and they don't even know who we are. We've not met before. So I think me showing myself, talking about my story, showing every day how we're getting on, how things are going, getting involved in the whole process, it makes a lot of difference. It brings trust to the brand, and it brings trust because honestly, if there's no me, there'll be no brand. So people always feel that,
Hmm.
okay, I know this person and this is her business I'm patronizing and I'm safe. It gives them this sense of safety.
Hmm. Wow, I love the fact that the digital transformation has really brought a lot of trust amongst, like you said, to the clients, and also build up a very good relationship between you as a CEO and your brand. So sometimes I love the fact also that you also have like a team of people, so you necessarily don't need to be on site, but they can see you online. Some people feel like if you're on the on online so much, you necessarily need to be on site too. But they don't know that you can just send your technicians and go there. So that's the same mistakes that some people believe, like, okay, if my face is on the brand, on the account, and I need to be going to site every single time. So this is a good
Mm.
recommendation. I hope people are actually jotting down. So, like I said, the phone lines to call in is 090-178-27767. For those who are streaming on YouTube, it is right there showing on your screen. For those who are listening on it, you can call in and ask your questions. We're taking phone calls tonight. And one amazing thing is that the industry, which is called the cleaning industry, where you are right now, there's a lot of technological advancement that is going forward. And I know that you personally, you've use digital, or you use great machines in your operations. How do you think these digital tools and equipments are going to be transforming the cleaning industry in the nearest few years?
Okay, so I would say that the transformation is already here. You know,
Hmm.
cleaning industry the way it was 5, 10 years ago is not the same right now. You would find that the CEOs of cleaning businesses are a lot more organized. They are a lot more, experienced now. They are a lot more, how do I put it? They're a lot more exposed. The way they were doing things in the past is not the way we're doing things anymore right now. So the transformation is already here. As I told you before, previously, when with the cleaning companies we had in the past, I had a discussion with a cleaning company. I'm not going to mention her name, but she's been in the business
Yes.
for about 32 years or so. She's quite advanced, and she
Wow.
was like, "This our set that we are very lucky. We are so lucky that in the past they didn't have the advantage of social media. They didn't have the advantage of digital marketing, but our age, we have the advantage, we have this advantage. So the people that came before us, they were only limited to servicing the people in their area. Let's say, for example, back then, a cleaning company in Magodo, there's a cleaning company in Magodo. That cleaning company in Magodo does not have digital marketing. They don't have any other form of marketing to reach people who are outside Magodo. So their clientele is limited to within that Magodo only. So all their clients that they are coming from Magodo, the areas they can trek to and go and talk to the client, or we're into this, come and patronize us. It's just
Wow.
limited to that. But with digital marketing, with social media marketing, now we're not just limited to a certain demography.
True.
We have so many cleaners that are on the mainland. I used to be on the mainland before Surulere, to be precise. That's where we started. But we found out that so many of our clients were coming from Ada, Lekki, on the island. So we would not have been
Wow.
able to get contracts from there if we did not have digital marketing. Because it was through digital marketing we were able to break the barrier of demography, break the barrier of distance. So what digital marketing has done for our business now is that it has broken that barrier of distance. Regardless of where you are in Lagos, regardless of where you are in Nigeria, you'll be getting clients from different areas. You'll be getting clients that, kilometers, thousands of kilometers away from you. And that's because you have a social media presence, you have a digital presence. So it's making a huge deal of a difference now. You would also find out when it comes to, apart from marketing and, breaking the barrier of distance with digital marketing, you also find out when it comes to business, running your business, you also have the advantage of using certain mobile apps on your phone that gives you ease in running and monitoring your
True.
business. For example, we have WhatsApp, right? With WhatsApp,
Yes.
we can be talking our client, chatting with our clients. Even now, before we take on any project, we always ask to inspect the property before taking on the project. And now that inspection, instead of us spending money and transport to go to the client site to inspect, most of the time, like 95% of the time, when it's not a commercial project, they send you the video on WhatsApp, you watch it and assess the cost of service and give it to the client. Now, you have broken another barrier that people back then did not have. With WhatsApp, you can now watch videos of the client's house and give the client a quotation without having to
Quotation.
be physically there. Yes. Now another thing is also with the way things has advanced now digitally, you can also now do your bookkeeping. You don't have to spend hours keeping records or balancing your books. You have bookkeeping apps there to do it for you. You even have content creation apps like Canva, CapCut that can assist you in making your
Exactly.
content. I always tell people, if you want to, even people that make flyers, I always tell my trainees, you can do all these things yourself. There are mobile apps that are already there to give you even ideas of content to create, like Canva and
Exactly. AI
CapCut. Even when you go on social media, on TikTok, you see reels, you see videos other people make, which you can just use to formulate your own idea. You get ideas of things you can use to market your product. So that
Exactly.
has made a whole lot of difference. So that is why I said that the transformation is already here, because we're already doing things differently. Now, when it comes to operations too, we have machines that makes our work faster. Now, I will not say that those machines gives us 100% efficiency, because honestly, I feel like machines make our works faster more than it gives us efficiency. But right now,
Okay.
with the machines, we can make sure that we're finishing up a project quickly. But back then, people have to use iron sponge. They have to use brush, to be brushing the floor. Like you get a commercial project to clean a hall, instead of you to use a floor scrubber, that we could easily use now, that within 20-30 minutes you're done. You'll be using
Yes.
a hand brush to wash the hall.
Ah.
So all that now is changing. There are people still doing that, but those are people that cannot afford
Wow.
to buy machines yet. But I know that God willing, they'll save up
Everybody's,
money
yeah.
and buy their own machine. So the transformation is already here.
Yeah.
And as time goes on, there'll be more
Amazing.
advancements. We'll all be doing well.
Fantastic. You may mention tools, some tools that professional business owners or service business owners can use, like um, the CapCut for digital marketing, the Canva for CapCut for video editing, Canva for graphics designs or logo making, and also there's a particular aspect that you talked about, which is record keeping. I know most people are used to the fact of CapCut, but some people don't know how to use it. But in case you don't know how to use CapCut or maybe how to edit your videos to be able to come out with very good real content, you can reach out to me personally there. That's shofubisolutions.com, or you can call the number showing on the screen. It's 07084421068 when you have anything else to do with digital marketing consultancy or training. But now you spoke about record keeping in terms of invoicing. I know some people who are in the industry, these are the things that they need to put into place so that they can self-destruct, because if you make a mistake in your accounting alone, it can actually disrupt the business. So to avoid disrupting the business, so I would like you to recommend those apps.
So for me, I personally have been using Keeper app for the past 2 years or so. Um, Keeper app is really good. I highly recommend Keeper app. So it's spelled KIPPA. It's available on iOS. If you're using an iOS system, it's available. If you're
Let
using
me, yeah.
Android system too, it's also available. KIPPA Keeper app. You can go and download it. It's called Keeper app for bookkeeping. Yeah. So you have that. So yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Also, we have for invoicing. Keeper doesn't do invoicing. They don't have that up yet. But for invoicing, there are different apps for making invoices. I personally built my own special customized app which we use at Chi-Kleen to make invoice, because at Chi-Kleen, I like everything to be different. I don't like to use what everybody else is using. So for our invoices, I had it
The
especially,
chi
I had
behind
someone send.
the.
For
Okay,
invoices,
I
I had
think
someone make something special.
we have a caller right on the program, so I think we should take up the call now.
So,
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever state or city that you are listening to me from.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, ma. Good evening. Now you're live on air.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Amazing, amazing. So tell me, ma, your name and where you're calling from, ma.
My name is Joko. I'm
Amazing.
calling from Chevron, Lagos State of Nigeria.
All the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Amazing.
Yeah.
So do you have any question for us tonight?
No, not exactly. I started with you guys and I've been listening in. I don't just want it to stop. Please keep talking.
So she said we should keep talking. Oh. Apparently, we just 10 more minutes to go off air. So I hope you enjoy the 10 minutes.
Please, I'm enjoying every bit of it, all the answers, every question. I'm getting a lot of insight from Chi-Kleen response and
Amazing.
more, and say thank you, Chi-Kleen. Thank you for everything you are doing out there to keep people's houses and environment clean.
Amazing. Amazing.
Thank you, thank you. The program, I hope you continue doing this program to bring in other people. I didn't hear about it on time. I would have more friends.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, the Pest Experience Show is every Sunday, 7 to 8 p.m. every Sunday, without missing any Sunday. And we bring up guests from different part of the world, Mexico, Florida, America, a lot of people like that. So every Sunday, when you are relaxing, this is the relaxing time, and it's time for you to learn from Insights Radio. So you can learn the insights from Insights Radio.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Will there be a replay or audio of it after this?
Yes. So it's going to be available on Spotify immediately after this program, and immediately after the program, you can watch it on. So we're streaming on YouTube as we speak right now. So it's available on YouTube.
Please,
Yes.
I would like the link so I could listen to it one more time and even send it across to my friends. And
Amazing.
could I ask,
Yes.
maybe next time it will be a show where I can see
We're streaming. Yes, we're streaming. You can see us directly. You can watch us directly on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and search for Inside Radio on YouTube.
Wow. I think a YouTube link.
Oh,
Please
wow. Okay,
send it immediately.
I'm going to send it
I'm
now
on that.
on the chat.
Send it
That's
to the
on
chat
Inside Radio.
immediately.
Okay, I'll send it to you right now. I'll send it to the chat box Inside Radio now.
Thank you.
So you can watch us directly. Amazing. Thank you very much. That's a very good.
Don't stop. Continue.
Okay, now let's go back to the show now. Thank you very much. That's a very good feedback.
Send the link immediately. I'm joining in. I want to see.
This is amazing. This is amazing. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you. That's a very good feedback. All right.
So, the chat box, we
I guess as a client.
Yeah. We have one of our trainees here. So we have Julie Sparkles, one of our trainees, Julie Sparkles here.
Sparkles.
Hi.
Thank
you for joining in.
Amazing. Thank you for joining in. Let me quickly drop that on the chat box for us to be able to join and watch on YouTube. The comments. That's a very. You're doing a very good job in the industry. Oh my goodness. That's a very good one. That's a very good one. All right. So I wanted to ask about there's an aspect of this industry. You talked about the apps. Okay, so I wanted to quickly recommend one. We talked about the Keeper app. Keeper app doesn't have invoicing, but there is an app. It is called Zoho Invoice. Zoho Invoice is totally free. You're not paying a dime. So what it does is that it helps you with your quotation invoicing, retainership invoices, customer portal. So you have a free customer portal where they can also like chat with you from your customer portal. Every single thing. It gives you reports of your finances every month, every year, like how much you have spent, record expenses. So Zoho Invoice like does every single thing about business. Like I use Zoho Invoice, so it's like a very good tool that people can also use with Keeper really do well. And those are the recommendations. So all right, so we also have more people who are joining in on YouTube and also watching directly on insideradio.net. I would like to get your comments, your feedbacks, and I love that call from Mrs. Phillips. That's amazing, 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 amazing one. All right. So some young entrepreneurs who are, eager and like, okay, when I go to Chi-Kleen platform, you see how she handles her team, right? And again, let me even go to this before I go to that, right? Somebody that got your content from your account and used it on his or her own account or stuff like that. I think. So how were you able to handle such situation? I'm sure people are using your content. People are using it a lot. So how are you able to handle such situation?
Okay, so when we first noticed that, at first we noticed that so many people were going to steal our content and claim it as theirs. Some people went even as far as putting their own logo on top, and claiming it's their content. Some of them even has our uniform showing and they still put their logo on top, very funny. But we took I remember when that happened, I started to look for ways to protect our content. So we took what's it called again? There's this license we got. It's
Trademark.
a license that protects us from, yes, yes, yes. So we have a trademark.
Trademark.
We have a trademark
Amazing.
that protects our content. So if anyone steals our content or uses our logo, they would that would be illegal. So we did that, and of course, in Nigeria, a lot of people also do not obey. Of course, they'll see that we are trademarked, but so many people don't know what it means to be trademarked. They would still try
Mm.
to do funny things. So when we see things like this, our people would call, a lawyer will call and ask them to take it down. And so
Amazing.
many times take it down. But there was that particular situation where I actually reached out to the lady myself and told her take that content down, and she hissed. She gave me a lot of attitude and hissed and left it there for like 2 3 days after I told her to take
Ah.
it down. So that really, yeah, that really. Then there was somebody she knew that she went to tell the person trained her, and she told her that she imagined I came to tell her to take down a content that she just starting, she has to use somebody's content to come out,
Ah, you
I
have to someone's
find that
content. You need to sue
I
yourself.
they have this entitled behavior. I don't understand. I mean, I work
My
hard
God.
and I put my head to put content out there. You steal it, you put your own logo, claiming it as yours, and marketing it to
Wow.
get clients. So the
That's
person who
massive.
trained her, yes, exactly. So the person who trained her was like, you don't know this person, take it down. I thought that, so she reached out to me. I told her like 2 or 3 days ago, I had called this lady and told her to take down that content, and I gave her time, and I forgot about it even. My head was no longer there. So the lady now had to call the girl and told her to, please, take it down. What you're doing is not right. She still didn't take it down until I made that video.
Anyway,
Tagged her. I got upset. I made that video and tagged her and her company. Then she took it down. you know,
wow. So
and
people
then
like
she
people
said
like to learn the hard
apology.
way.
The funny thing is that this lady, after she took it down, she came and started making some apologies because during that process
Wow.
while she left it, just told our lawyer to take care of it. So I think they had served her some papers and all that after I had made the video.
Wow.
So she came to plead that she's sorry. So when she came, she sent the messages to our WhatsApp number and they showed it to me. We found out that she was somebody who came to us for training. She had come to
Wow.
us in the past for training, and at the end she
Wow.
said she cannot afford it, that she'll just go and buy machines. From the chat
Oh my.
we saw that, and now she did this. So
Oh my God. So
yeah,
she saw
but
you as
that
a
really
mentor, so she can use her mentor material.
yeah, that's crazy. Wow. That's,
Oh my God.
yeah,
So
that's
some
not
like
right.
smartwatch. I can see smartwatch on the chat box. It says Shufu, awesome, nice program. Thank you for joining. Okay, we can't talk about cleaning industry, the pest control industry without the regulations in the industry. So for
Of course.
newbies who are thinking of starting and joining the cleaning industry, what are the regulatory procedures that they take to be able to start, scale, and also self-disrupt the business?
Okay. So right now, with the new government that just came in, with the new administration that just came in, there are a lot more regulations that are coming in, and there are so many. As I'm saying, there are so many more that is going to come in. So
Yeah,
cleaning business is more or less like has a low barrier of entry or no barrier of entry at all. Anybody can
100%.
wake up any room
Just
and
carry
packer.
broom.
Yes, even pest control. Even pest control now. Anybody can just go and buy that knapsack thing, and you are seeing
Yes,
them.
the knapsack spray.
They don't have any training whatsoever. They don't have
Hmm.
any kind of. Those ones that use sniper to kill
Hmm.
to kill both human beings
Pe-
and pests.
Pecan is coming for
Uh,
the
yeah. So there is, you find that it's very difficult in our country. Regulations are tough to enforce, but right now
Hmm.
they are taking really strong steps to bring in regulations. So right now we have, for pest control, we have PECAN. That is PECAN is Pest Control Association of Nigeria, which Chi-Kleen is also a member. They are coming in
Amazing.
with regulations for the pest control professionals. So you have if you're into pest control, I highly recommend that you join PECAN. PECAN is a nationwide body, so wherever you are in Nigeria, you should join that. Now, if you're into cleaning, we have CPAN, Cleaning Practitioners Association of Nigeria, which we are also members of. So, Cleaning Practitioners Association of Nigeria also have an MOU with I think they signed an MOU with LASEPA, Lagos State Government, last year.
Yeah,
So yeah. So now, if you're a
yeah.
member of CPAN, CPAN is now recognized by Lagos State Government. So if you're a member of CPAN, you would also, be liaised with Lagos State Government. Now, also there is another one, LASEPA. There is also a LASEPA permit that you have to have as a cleaning practitioner. So that one, I think that one just started about last year. So we at Chi-Kleen, we have CPAN. We are members of CPAN for cleaners, Clean Practitioners Association of Nigeria, which is for nationwide. Wherever you are in Nigeria, you're a cleaning practitioner, CPAN is there for you to join. Then, if you're in Lagos, LASEPA is for people in Lagos. LASEPA is a permit that you have to conduct cleaning in Lagos. Then, of course, there's
Hmm.
also the local government permit to practice as a cleaner. So the local government permit, you get it from different local government areas to
Okay.
wherever you're working. So there are so many regulations coming in. I'm sure some of these people don't know about it. So all these
In fact,
regulations, they
someone
are
is
not made. Sorry.
yeah, I said someone is also asking, he said, how do you become a member of CPAN?
Okay, so I'll say that quickly, but
Apparently,
I forgot to add one
we just have
more.
6 more minutes before we go. Okay, so go. Yes. You want to say something?
Yeah, so we have a Horecon, which is now Econ right now,
Econ, yes.
Environmental Health of Nigeria, which is the highest certification. It's federal. It's the highest certification for both pest control and cleaning. If you're a pest control professional or a cleaning professional, you have to register with Econ, which, because the registration is quite expensive right now. I think it's about 1.5 to 2.5 million naira and
Apparently,
yeah,
they've reviewed the pricing. I wanted to even ask that question, like, how do you see?
okay,
I mean, as a professional, how do you see the increase? But now they've reviewed the pricing backward. Now I've not checked the full price, but it's still
okay,
moderate. I mean, like 100K higher than what we're paying before. So if you're paying
okay.
150 before, now it's about 250, 300 now instead of 1.5.
Okay. Oh,
Yes,
because I was really worried because that would make it so difficult for a lot of people. It's not like
extremely
so many of
difficult.
us have that amount, and especially me, who has 1.5, 2.5 million to invest in a new business.
how
You know,
many
it
how
makes
many
it
houses do you want to clean?
exactly. So for those people who are established, of course, it's nothing. You can just easily pay that. But for those people who want to come into the industry, it's quite
Mm,
daunting. So
mm,
these are the things that you need. You want to join CPAN, it's quite easy. You just need somebody to sponsor you, and you
true.
buy your form, get someone to sponsor you, who signs on your form, and you submit. They do their inspection, and they accept you in. I think the same goes for Pecan. You also have to have certain criteria that they set out, like having your machines, having an office, and having at least 6 months or 1 year experience in the industry. Yes.
Amazing.
So
So before
those
we
are
before we
the
go,
license.
apparently at the moment we have a couple of questions that are coming in. The Pest Experience Show is always 7 to 8 p.m. But I think, and with the comments that we're getting right now, I think we have to extend it a little bit, maybe for like
Okay.
15,
Yes, I
20
was telling
minutes.
you that one I put up for this, that this is not going to be enough because I can
Apparently,
see
like
on my own
over the
page.
time, like my guests have been requesting, guy, you need to expand this hours. But now, with these questions I'm getting, in fact, I don't know where to start from. So if you check the website now, so we're gonna go 30 more minutes go. So far, you can answer all the questions that are coming in here, and I'm very sure you will answer
Okay.
them. Also, I'm going to release the
I
phone
can't
lines
see
again,
the
so we have 30
experience
more
getting
minutes.
transferred,
Okay,
though.
so you have to go to the questions are on radio.net, like on the website, from the radio
Okay.
website, not on YouTube. Yeah, it's
Okay.
from your end, or use another phone, another device
All
there.
right.
So just check inside radio.net. So number one question is, how do you become a member of CPAN, and how do you become of these associations? That's another question.
Okay.
Then another question is from Chidi. Chidi is asking this question. He said, what does it take to be trademarked? That's question three. Should I take them one after the other?
Okay.
You want to talk about them, how to
Okay.
join
So
CPAN first?
for
Let's start with CPAN.
okay. So for the CPAN registration, um, I had to get a sponsor, and the sponsor is basically someone who is already a member of CPAN. Someone who is already a member of CPAN has to sponsor, or rather act as a guarantor for you. You buy a form. The form costs 10,000 naira, and the sponsor signs. There is a space for the sponsor or your guarantor to sign on the form for you, and then you submit. After they do their due process and make sure that you have all the criteria needed as a member, and if they accept you in, you would now become a member, and you pay, like, I think we pay some membership annual dues as members every year. So that's it. It's just a simple process. That's just how it works. So if you need the contact to join CPAN, you can send us a message on WhatsApp, and I will direct you
Okay.
to the second.
Okay. Let me get your number. Would you want me to put the number on the screen?
Sure,
Let
you
me
can
call out the
put on
number.
zero
Okay.
eight
So
zero three
03. Okay.
071
Yes. 071
031
031 3071
91.
031 0391
Yes. Yes.
391. Okay. So that's
So
Chi-Kleen.
customer service number, and whenever you want to join, you just chat that number. The customer service will direct you to um, the number of the secretary of CPAN for you to do your registration.
Amazing, amazing. So okay, so we have more questions. How can you remember Sipan as a beginner? I've answered the question, Mr. GD. I wish she has answered the question. So the next thing now, the person Chidi is
Yeah,
asking, how does it take to be?
you have to have at least 6 months experience in the industry, 6 months to 1 year experience in the industry. And that's the criteria I was given before I joined. So I had to practice for like six months to 1 year before I could become a member. So new
Amazing,
members are not going to be allowed unless you have experience.
amazing, amazing. So another thing, another question is, how does it take, or what does it take to be trademarked?
Okay, for the trademark, honestly, I just gave it to our lawyer and he took care of it. So I don't know the process, how he did that. All I know is I asked for it to get done and it was done. I'm sorry, I don't get involved in everything.
Exactly, exactly. I mean,
I think
as
people
a CEO, you need to know
that I
your
do every
strengths.
little thing. I don't do every little thing, but I just say I need this done
True.
and we send somebody to get it done. So I honestly
Amazing.
don't
To
know. But,
understand your strengths and your weakness, then reflect your
oh,
work on your strengths, then give out your weakness to someone else to do.
okay. So I
That's amazing.
tell people that when you're in this business, at when you start at the beginning, you're the marketer, you're the advertiser, you're this one,
Yeah,
you're
let's shake
that
that
one.
table.
You're everything. But honestly, at some point, I had to step back.
Hmm.
At the beginning, I was the cleaner, I was cleaning, I was marketing, I was doing this, I was doing everything. But at some point, I had to remove myself from operations. I don't go
Hmm.
to sites. In fact, when I go to sites, just because I want to make content. I hardly go to site. I only go to site like maybe once or twice a week, sometimes
Wow.
not at all. So at some point, you have to remove yourself from sites. When you remove
Hmm.
yourself from site, you also have other things that you have to delegate for other people for your
Exactly.
business to run smoothly. Like right now we have a lawyer, we have a HR, we have an accountant, we have admins, we have people that do different kinds of things. And as you grow, you have to start putting those things in place, their structure, so that you don't get overwhelmed. Imagine if I was the only one answering clients, inspecting, buying stock, driving my people to site. I would go crazy. So I don't do
True.
everything, but we have staff, we have management that takes care of everything. All I have to do is, just oversee, check in every once in a while, make sure everything is going smoothly. And that's what makes me a CEO. So you have to choose between being a worker and being a CEO. You're a CEO when you have a system that works on its own. I can proudly just travel
True.
anywhere in the world or be away from business. I usually take breaks from business and I'm not even there, but it's running. It's running. But I
True.
have my way of checking in to make sure it's going well. So if you're not able to do this with your business, you have to start learning how to do it. So I don't do every single thing by myself.
Amazing. Amazing. I have a question in that regards, but I want to quickly answer all the questions that are on the chat box and their comments. So Chidi is saying this meeting should be longer. I'm learning so much. Apparently we've increased it now. So I think we've answered your question. Okay, so also smartwash cleaning service said that's why the phrase professional cleaner is adopted by those who had gone through the training and also has the innovation, the technology, and the technical know-how. All business has a free entry. Okay, so I think what it's trying to say is that all business has a free entry, but professionals are those who have the innovation and the technological tools and the proper training. That's a very good comment from him. Thank you very much. All right. So right on has done so wonderful things to us tonight and trained us, helped us understand the nitty-gritties of the industry, and I've just learned so much. Same way that you have learned also so much, so many things here. And I hope she joins us back again. So if you have your comments or queries or inquiries, please leave them in the comment section, or you can call directly on the studio 090-178-27767. 090-178-27767. That's the phone lines to call in on the show night. So we still have more few more minutes. But before we wrap up the show, you talked about structure and how there is, I mean, the requirements of delegating, or the importance of delegating your task to some people so that you can have enough time. So how people set up structure, that's number one. Number two is that looking at the level of trust, and one of the major challenges in the industry, especially in the service industry, is trust with your team. Maybe it's even the person that you even have that you have trust with. It's even hard to even get staff.
Yep.
It's hard to get staff. So how do you now get technicians or cleaners that help you to do the work? Then how do you now build up that trust? So this has to do with like leadership now. How are you able to cultivate leadership spirit in your own business?
Okay. So you remember before we had the session, I was telling you that whenever I go on shows like this, I usually avoid being on a show like this because whenever I enter, so many things are coming up. It would be like I'm giving free training because so many questions outside of the topic. So people should be paying me for
Oh
this
my
one.
god.
This is outside of our topic,
This,
but
this, is, a
I know
this is a
it's a
master
huge
class.
struggle. I know this is a struggle, and honestly,
Every pest experience show is a master class.
to tell you the truth, this
So if
this
you're missing
struggle
it, you are missing it.
ah this struggle is
Hmm.
something everybody in the cleaning
That's
business
why.
is passing through, even the pest control business. So trust is very difficult right now because when it comes to your employees, most times you're thinking of them, but they're not thinking of you. They are not thinking of your business at all. If you give them the slightest opportunity, they are going to mess you up. So that said,
Hmm.
it will always be a risk. Having structure and bringing in
Hmm.
people to take certain positions will always be a risk, but it's a bigger risk when you don't have the structure. For example,
Hmm.
people usually says, okay, Chi-Kleen, you don't go on site. Your supervisors are the ones who go on site with your team. You know, how will a client not approach them and take them, take their number to be calling them to do the work for them,
Hmm.
you know, outside your company? And I've
Hmm.
been in this situation before, and honestly, it didn't go well with that client. The client had to be the one that would come and that came back to inform us that, okay, CEO, this your guy, I took his number and called him. Oh, he didn't do well. Oh, he broke this one, fought with my wife. I was like, okay,
Jesus.
I don't know why you're telling us. The said guy quit with us because he was working for you. So I don't know why you're coming back to tell us. So is this Yes, it is a risk. But at the same time, there are stops, there are checks and balances that we use to mitigate this risk. For example, when we hire people, especially our cleaners, we usually prefer not to hire people that comes from their houses. We hire
Hmm.
cleaners that stay staff quarters. We have staff quarters all over Lagos. The staff quarters are quite close to our office, so they're not spending any transport. All they have to do is just walk to the office, which is like a minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes walk. So they walk to the office and from there they go to work. The reason we put that in place is to keep a closer eye on
Hmm.
them. Because sometimes, some influence outside the workplace could be making them do some funny things. Or
True.
if they should steal, God forbid, from a client or something, it's easy to just nab them. Because we also
Exactly. They can't take it
security.
anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, so because we also have security there. So
Hmm.
for the cleaners, we have that in place. We also have, of course, our employee contracts agreement with them. And we also do a background check. Before we employ anyone, we go to our HR, and our hiring agents goes to the family of the person. They come, they sign as their guarantor. Should anything ever happen, they know that they are going to be in trouble. Their family is also going to be in trouble. So we have that in place. Now, that's for the cleaners. For the supervisors, we also have documentation for them. We have a confidentiality agreement with them. We have a non-compete agreement with them, amongst other things.
Amazing.
So that
Amazing.
non-compete agreement protects us. But sometimes Nigerians like to try. I feel like when it comes to law, rule of law and agreements, they always want to try, and they always feel like it's nothing. What will this person do? But after a few examples I showed with some people, they never did it again. So of course, you always have to be ready for when somebody actually tries to test if those rules actually work. So after that, nobody ever tried it again. Everybody, all our supervisors are really doing well, and they never give us any issues anymore. So
See.
of course, if they I know maybe they might do something that would not be okay with us somewhere else, but so far we have not noticed or seen anything. Our clients are happy, they're not complaining, and life is good until it's not, and then we'll deal with it. But important that everybody it's very important that everybody who is employing is having a contract agreement paper, whether it's a cleaner or whatever kind of staff you're dealing with. You must have a contract agreement with that person, and you must also be doing
True.
your background check. Because if you're not doing background check, most of these people, you don't know where they're coming from. You need to know where they're coming from. When they know that you know where they're coming from, they are more careful with what they do,
They do.
right? Because they know you know where to pick them up. So these things help. It's not been easy, especially finding the right people, finding people who are loyal. Loyalty does not come easily now.
Exactly. At all. At all.
Yes, so it's not been easy at all. But when you give the right remuneration, which your business can afford, and try not to be too greedy and treat them well, you see, some of them try, some of them try. But you see, especially the cleaning professionals or the cleaners, those ones, they are really tough. They are very tough, honestly speaking.
Hmm.
There's nothing you can do to make them happy. I mean, most times, making them happy is quite tough, but
I mean, you can't satisfy
we just
man.
thank we just thank God. So
True.
that shege banza you're seeing from your own staff, don't worry, it's normal. We also see it. And you know what? You also see it. All of us would also keep seeing that shege
Everybody
banza.
is breakfast. Everybody will chop up.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my goodness.
normal. It's quite normal. Because
Amazing.
I see so many people who are, coming to say, I'm having this challenge with my
Mm.
staff, I'm having this challenge with my staff. Ouchie, I'm having it. And it's as if, it's a big deal to them. I'm like, as long as you're in this business, it's a normal
It's a
occurrence.
normal
Like,
thing.
there's nothing wrong with
True.
it. The
Mm.
fact that I come out to talk about it does not mean that I'm not experiencing it. Every single week we're hiring, we're firing is a normal part of our service business. So if it's happening to you, just chill. It's nothing. It's nothing at all.
Amazing. 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 I mean, this session has been super full of knowledge and full of experience and also enlightening. People have so many questions here, and like I said, we just have 15 more minutes. Okay, some comments that are still coming on the chat box. Chidi said, "What is the biggest weakness of the cleaning industry now?"
Okay,
Also,
so the
Smartwatch
biggest
said it was a pleasure. Okay,
okay, so
you want to
the
answer the
biggest
question first?
of the cleaning industry is usually comes from your staff,
Hmm.
because there's a lot of risk when you're hiring people, especially to go into somebody's privacy. So that, for me, I feel is your biggest weakness, because they can be unpredictable, and they can do things that can put your business you know at risk. For
Hmm.
example, um, they can steal, they can break things, they can cause damages, they can even they can seriously hurt themselves, especially like facade cleaning. They could fall from a height, hurt themselves, or even die. you know
Hmm.
so those are the weaknesses that I feel. Those are things that I feel are the biggest weaknesses. And then you also have your clients, but I feel clients are a lot more controllable. It's easier to control clients than it is to control your staff, because if a client is actually on your back, that means your staff did something wrong. So the weakness is
Exactly.
basically your staff. Yes, you have to get it right with your staff,
Hmm.
or you have to get it almost
I,
right with your staff, because you cannot be 100%.
I think you've mentioned some strategies that we can implement in terms of managing the staff, like getting your KPIs really correct, your check and balances. You need to get them correctly. And another most important thing that I actually got from what you said is documentation. Getting your documents ready. Like, this is the agreement between me and you, company.
Mhm.
This is the agreement. So you need to properly state their description and the rules, the policies. You need to properly state them. I think those are the major that would solve the problem. So we'll have Messi Shola. He said, is it easier to just outsource your cleaning staff?
Mm,
I think that's the
I don't
question.
know what she means. I don't know what she means by that.
Okay, I think she needs to like clarify the question very well. Is it easier to just, or maybe she's trying to say, is it better to just outsource your cleaning staff rather than employing them? I guess.
Okay.
Wait, source your cleaning
So
staff. This question is
outsourcing,
this is clear.
engaging a recruitment company to get you staff. I think that might be what she means by that,
Yes, yes, I think
outsourcing.
so. I think so. Like
Yes.
getting from
So that's
yes.
what, yeah, we do that. So we work with like 3 or 4 recruitment companies in Lagos. Their job is to send us staff. We register with them, and we pay
Okay,
them every. Some we pay annually, some of them we pay quarterly, and some of them we pay monthly. Their job is to find us good workers, vet them, and send them to us. The anyone that passes their vetting process, they send them to us. So yes, you'll find that if you want to start sourcing your cleaning staff by yourself, it's quite hectic.
it's hectical.
Is Yes, it's hectic. So I find it easier to outsource.
Fantastic. This sounds like a free advert for these guys, but I'm very very sure they would love it. Can you recommend maybe one or two of those recruitment companies?
Okay. Uh okay, so my admin is the one that is in charge of these people.
Okay,
So I would have to check with our admin, and she has the numbers and the contacts of these people. So
fantastic.
if anybody is interested, you just send a message to that number. Our admin would help send you the contacts of some of the people we work with. So if it's something you can afford,
Okay,
go ahead and do it. But if it's not something you can afford, then you just have to source by yourself.
amazing, amazing. Thank you much. So I'm going to be wrapping up the show with the comments that is coming in from the chat box at insideradio.net. Smashwell said it was a pleasure meeting Chi at the last Pecan Annual Summit in November 2023. Though we engage on Instagram, follow, like, and share comments at times. WRT, I don't know what. Write some of our posts. I guess he's saying like maybe write some comments on your post. Then he said I love our business drive. Oh, that's amazing. That's a very good comment. Amazing stuff from Smartwash. Thank you very much for that comment. On behalf of Chi, I accept the comment.
I
Oh
believe
my
I
god.
at Pecan induction ceremony. So
Yeah, in
I didn't
November.
recognize him, but so many times I find myself in places and people are like, "Oh, you're Chi, right? You're Chi, right?" But I'm actually an introvert.
That's how I met him.
Contrary to what people see, yeah, people see me online and I'm like popping, I'm talking, and they feel like I'm a very chatty person, but I'm actually an introvert. So most of the time, I'm always, just on my phone. But then he came and he was, "Oh, Chi, yo, this year." I was like, "Okay, I don't know who it was."
It's money. Let me say this: it's money that made introvert online, but physically you're introvert.
Exactly. I'm not an online person. See,
Oh
to
my
make
goodness!
money, if I have to
You
be
need to
online, I'm
extrovert.
online to make money. Let's go there. You know, I'm an
I'm
Igbo
telling you,
girl now. We,
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 we
we are
roll with the
emotional.
money. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But it's been a wonderful, wonderful time spending with you here. Honestly speaking, I really, really appreciate your time, your patience, and your efforts to willingly pass this information. And one thing that we do here on Pest Experience is to share experience of experts who are in the industry across different sectors, etymologists and entomologists. We brought in professors on the show. We brought in so many people, experienced pest control operations, technicians, even clients. We brought them on the show. So if you like to share your experience, if you're an owner who is doing amazing things in the industry, and you like to share your experience, or you have some products and you like to showcase some of your products to amazing pest control operators or homeowners, even facility managers or cleaning practitioners like this, you can call the phone lines on your screen if you're watching on YouTube. And the phone lines to call is 00178 277 or you can email us info@insightradio.net for anything you need, questions, queries, or answers, or anything, consultation, maybe digital marketing strategies that you can implement. I consult personally. Okay. Now, I would like us to, if you have any parting words or some last recommendations for our listeners that have been staying glued to our screen. It's 1 hour. It's about going to 1 hour 30 minutes now, and everybody they want to go home. So they would like to hear from you. Do you have any comments or anything before we end the show tonight?
So, least I forget, we have our training coming up in February, March. We're going to be training 4 times this year, as usual. We only train 4 times because most of the time we're busy and it's always peak season for us, and we don't usually have the time. But this year we're going to train 4 times. Our online training is coming up in February, physical training in March, and I think we have one in September and October as well. So if you've been looking to get trained to burst into the service business, into the cleaning industry, we've got you. And guess what? We are licensed by Lagos State Government to train. We have our permits to train cleaningpreneurs in the cleaning business. So on your certificate, after your training, on your certificate, you also see the Lagos State logo there showing that we are licensed with a permit to train cleaningpreneurs in Lagos. Also, for those of you who are looking for mentorship, we don't just train people and throw them away. After training, we
Mm,
mentor, we give you mentorship, and we add you to a nationwide group chat where you see all these are trainees commenting here. Our nationwide group chat has over 250 cleaning companies that we train and mentor nationwide,
really?
and some people
You're an
outside
influencer.
outside Nigeria. Sorry.
You're already. Mm,
No, so we have a community. We have our own community, and most of whom showed up tonight to
amazing.
support. So we have a community, and some of them are even in Ghana, other cities in West Africa, and they're practicing cleaning as well. And so we don't just offer you training; we also offer you a community. And on that community, guess what? We also refer jobs on a daily basis because we're always fully booked and we
Okay.
get jobs nationwide. So we're referring jobs. Some of them are what millions, billions, six figures,
Amazing.
and all that. We give you that platform to learn and get help when you need help, and also to get contracts, to get job referrals. So we mean business when it comes to training and support. So if you want to
Amazing.
join our training, just send us a DM on Instagram
No
or
worry.
message our
I think
number.
I got your number before. Let me put that
Yes. Make
on
sure
the
I add
screen.
the number.
But just keep my money. Keep my money for advert. I'll put your number on the screen. Don't worry.
Yes.
I'll
So
do
we're
it for
also
you for
into
free.
cleaning
But keep my money.
for if you need cleaning machines for your cleaning business, or you need recommendations for machines to purchase for your cleaning business, we've got you. Okay. So
Amazing. Amazing. All right. Thank you very, very much. I really can't thank you enough. But I'm sure that people who are listening are also going to be saying thank you from wherever they are joining and listening from. We have a couple of people who joined in on the chat box on insightradio.net. We have amazing people who are listening on YouTube. Thank you very, very much for your time. Remember, the Pest Experience Show is every Sunday to 8 p.m. The next guest that we're bringing on Pest Experience Show, let me give you a glimpse about him. He's actually not in Nigeria. You know, the parent show cut across different states, different city, different country. This is a CEO who has lots of staff, over 200 staff, and is coming here to teach us about structures, business, and strategies. It's not in Nigeria. I'm not going to tell you the country. Just join us, same time, same station, insideradio.net, or you can watch us directly on YouTube, Inside Radio. Just stay glued 7 to 8 p.m. every Sunday. This is a time for you to rest, but it's a time for you to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Thank you very much, Chi-Kleen, the CEO of. Thank you very much for joining. Do have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night rest, everybody.
Good night.